Well, leave it to Stephen Barton to do a Bourbon NBS session from a bar and not his house or his office like the rest of the people. Stephen, so good to see you, brother.
Good to see you. And I'm actually drinking my Deep Eddy's grapefruit, so sorry about that.
There you go. So guess what? You just answered the first question, which is what are you drinking? And guys, for everyone watching, I am still with my Kevin Plank from Sagamore Rye bottle, still working on this one. I had something very special that I was going to pour for Stephen and could not get to it today. But Stephen made it special for us by having this call from the bar. So, Stephen,
Right.
are you going to order yourself another drink as we go through this?
They literally, at this bar, it's my bar that I come to all the time, I don't even have to order. They just keep bringing them by about every 7.5 minutes.
I love it. So let's jump into this. Stephen, you ready? I have some special questions for you because the kids heard I was going to be talking to you, and they said, can we ask him some questions? I said, sure, let's write them down. So here's the first one, Stephen. What is your favorite reptile?
My favorite reptile, I got to be honest with you, I'm a big fan of the iguana.
Azai's going to love that answer. He loves lizards.
Well, if you just think about an iguana, you know, it's just such a badass animal. It doesn't need your permission to be awesome. It just, you look at it and you know an iguana's going, I'm better than all of you. And there's nothing you can do to change it. And I just appreciate that.
So let me guess, an iguana is your spirit animal?
No, that's actually a penguin, but for a different reason altogether. But, you know, the iguana is the LeBron James of reptiles. So that's a little interesting known fact.
That's a fact. I know. I read that somewhere before. Yeah, it's 1,000 known facts. That's a good one. Here's another one. Here's another one from the kids. Four-wheeler or dirt bike?
Four-wheeler. I have the worst balance ever. And plus I'm fat, and I always have a fear that if I'm on a motorcycle, I will literally have that thing land on top of me. A four-wheeler, I feel like my chance of death is limited to going backwards and it landing on top of me, and still then, given my girth and strength, I feel like I would be okay.
By the way, if you've just listened to 3 minutes of this, you understand that the rest of this is only going to get better because the drink's going to keep coming. Okay?
That is 1,000% true.
So, great question. This is one of my favorite questions. This is going to become a staple, and the kids asked it, and I love it. This is going to become a staple. Ready? This is very important, by the way. Critically important question. Sour gummies or regular gummies?
Okay, so my kids love sour gummies, and while I appreciate the sour gummies, I look already bad normally. The face I make when I'm eating a sour gummy just makes it even worse. I don't think my wife would ever hook up with me again if she saw me eating a sour gummy. So I stick with the regular gummies. I still enjoy the chewiness of it, and I feel like it's a safer bet for me.
I love it. Good. It's very important for me. I know I would always go with the sour gummy because I just want to see how twisted my face can get.
No, that's you. But you can handle that because you're a good-looking dude already. So when you eat a sour gummy, you just get better looking. It's complete bullshit.
Yes. Okay, this is a great one. This sounds like it came from kids, but it didn't. It came from, I believe it came from Sarah, who's also in the background on this call. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
See that? No, that's where in Texas you get tripped up a little bit because a hot dog is a staple down here. And you know they say about hot dog, you really don't want to know how they make it. You just know that it tastes good, right?
That's right.
So for me, I don't believe it's a sandwich, and here's why: because the bread is not horizontal; it's vertical, which turns it into a different delivery device. So the only way you can make a hot dog a sandwich is if you slice the hot dog in half and you put it on, you know, a couple of pieces of Wonder Bread, toasted, of course, because you don't want floppy Wonder Bread.
I have a feeling somebody's done that before.
Yeah, last night when I was drunk sitting on my couch.
All right, well let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. This is a good one. Okay. Do you have? This is a really good one. We were laughing about this earlier. Do you have a recurring nightmare?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I have one that's really, really bad, and then I have a one that's just funny and sad because it's just me. One, I always like have a nightmare that I've lost my kids, right? And like that's that one thing every parent goes through where you just are like, what happened? And then you freak out and you panic. And like I had it happen the other night. I went in my daughter's room. I'm like, she's still there. My son's still there. Okay, I'm good. Even though sometimes during the day I wish they would disappear when they're being complete a-holes about everything. But you want it to be on your terms, right? Not somebody else's terms.
That's a crazy one, dude. That would be a terrible.
Yeah, it's that's not a good one. I don't know why I shared that. Sorry, I shared too much.
No, that's perfect. That's why we do this. We get to know. Listen, that is a crazy nightmare. My nightmare, and then I want to hear your second one. Here's my nightmare. That would be the worst nightmare. My nightmare that's recurring, that stopped over the last like 6 or 7 years. Have you ever had a nightmare where you broke all your teeth in your mouth? Like your teeth are just broken in your dream. And I wake up like I'm like, oh my God, my teeth are gone. Oh, luckily they're there. That's my nightmare.
Yeah, okay. You actually need to see a team of psychiatrists. You're on a different path altogether.
Yeah, you're right. After this, I'm gonna call him.
I wonder what Freud says that's about.
I don't want to know.
Right?
Okay, so either you can share the other nightmare, or we can move on to another question.
Well, the other one's actually funny because it's something you and I love to do. I always have this nightmare, and this happens leading up to any event that I'm a part of, where I can't speak. I literally can't form words. And so, like, I'll go to a sales rally in my brain, and I can't talk, and everybody's just like, what are you doing? I'm like, I can't talk. So I always get these panics that I'm going to freeze up there, and it's going to happen to me.
And you dream about, like, you have a dream about this. Oh,
God, yes, it haunts me. Like, any sales rally, 3 to 4 weeks before, I start having, like, mini panic attacks in my sleep about that.
and by the way,
the good.
Go ahead.
The good news is I never have a dream where I can't dance. I'm always covered there. So even if I couldn't talk, I would be okay.
Right away. They were like, listen, how are we doing? How are we doing this year?
That's right.
That's how good we're doing. All right, let's get into some other questions. You ready? This is a little bit more laid back of a question. Living. Would you rather live at a beach or at the mountains?
Beach all day long.
Love the beach. Okay, excellent.
I love skiing, but my dad grew up in Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. We've gone every year of my life. On July 4th, that's where I'm at. If you need me, just go to Wrightsville Beach on July 4th. I'll be sitting on the beach.
So beach, perfect. Yeah, I think I'd be right there with you. Although I love the mountains, I love snowboarding and being out in nature. I think the beach would be the place to go.
Yeah, for sure.
What was the last gift you gave someone? Besides your smile, of course. Besides that, besides you.
Well, yeah, the gift that keeps on giving is
the
my
gift
wife
that keeps on giving.
I gave my wife, and don't take this the wrong way because I'm not pretentious. I drive a 2014 used Suburban that's paid off, but she works really hard, and I bought her a new Mercedes last year.
Nice. Look at that. Winner.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. It didn't get me as much credit as I thought I was going to get, if you know what I mean.
Oh, well, listen. So look, let's talk about this right now. This is very philosophical. So with women, you get 1 brownie point, and if you get 1,000 brownie points, you still have just 1. Doesn't matter. It all scales down to 1.
Correct.
And if you do something wrong, every brownie point you've ever had gets deleted. It's just gone. You start at a negative, and you have to crawl your way back up. But right?
Yeah.
If your wife, let me tell you something. If you were sitting in your office and your wife walked in and brought you your favorite drink and your favorite lunch, she's untouchable for life. But you get 1 brownie point.
Well, it's because the debits and credit systems that they run off of in their bank account of emotion with us, the withdrawal is very big anytime we do something wrong. And like you said, the debits can never overcome with the withdrawals.
We love you, wives. We love you. Give us brownie points. So, okay, you ready? So this is great. So you just talked about talking about your wife. So listen, wives, this is way before you. What was the worst date you've ever been on?
Oh, the worst. You know, the funny thing is, I don't have a very big track record of dates because I started dating my wife when I was 18.
Okay, so you never had a bad date. That's your answer.
Well, no, I'm not going to say that. I can't say her name because I don't want her to get back to her because we're still in contact because we all went to high school together. But very awkward date, and the makeout session in the car because I drove a Saturn wasn't exactly ideal because the Saturn, I don't know if you've ever seen it, at my size, that's not the way things should work. But, you know, my dad was very financially savvy about what he spent his money on. So I kept trying to make out with her, and I kept getting the freaking brake shaft to have one of those middle brakes stuck right in my side. Like who? I mean, right there, they should have literally, when they designed the car, had two people make out, and that would have never happened. They'd have said, we need to put this underneath the steering wheel.
Yeah. All of a sudden, your car is just drifting backwards.
That's right.
That would have been a horrible date experience. This is great. So sticking with cars. This is a nice philosophical one.
Oh yeah.
You're driving, and you see a car accident, but there are two people already pulled over to help. Do you become the third, or you keep going?
It depends on the amount of damage. If a car's turned over, or the cars are pretty mangled, the degree of that, you use your common sense. If it's a fender bender and there's not a lot of damage and two people are pulled over, then you're covered. But if there's something serious, then you got to get out and you got to be part of the solution.
I love it. Okay, that's perfect. You ready? We're gonna take it back to some fun stuff, right? Back to some fun stuff. What's your favorite emoji?
I'm to keep this one clean. I'm just gonna go with the 100.
The 100. Oh, it's good. We haven't heard that one yet. That's good. That's good. Okay, ready? If you could be a Smurf, what would be your name?
Ooh, if I was gonna be a Smurf. Oh man.
And you can't say Drunky Smurf.
I would not say Drunky Smurf. That's already implied because of the tattoo on my arm. I'll go with Happy Smurf.
That's a great one for you. That's perfect.
I'm generally pretty happy.
I've never seen you upset, to be honest. Okay, pineapples are on pizza, yes or no?
Can't do it. Because here's the deal: if you're gonna try to turn pizza into dessert, just call it a dessert pizza. I don't care if you got ham on there. Frankly, you should only have ham on a pizza too if it's accompanied by 3 to 4 other sausages of some sort or meat of some sort. So if you're trying to give me ham and pineapple because it's Hawaiian, don't do that to me. Stop. Okay? It's disrespectful.
This is the greatest thing ever. Can we never end this? Can I ask you every question I've ever written down? Here's the next one. What's the stupidest way you've hurt yourself?
Oh God. This is a list. So when I was a kid, I was driving to North Carolina with my dad in his Suburban. So I'm a Suburban guy because of my dad. And I was sitting in the front seat, which I never got to do because I had an older brother. And I was like messing my foot up against the glass and like wedging it between the dashboard and the glass. And so I was pushing it to see how far I could push it. And I pushed it so far, it shattered the windshield and broke my big toe.
Oh my goodness.
My dad almost killed me. He's like, what is wrong with you? I just literally looked at him. I said, I'm a dumbass. That's it.
That's
all you can do at that point.
Look what you created, Dad.
Yeah, this is half your fault, I think.
By the way, this is the 3rd foot injury and answers we've had. 3rd or 4th. Everyone's hurting their feet. My stupidest way of hurting myself, okay, I have a couple. Number 1, I looked really quickly out the window of a car and just completely like somebody said something, was like, bow, and it was closed. I was like, oh my God.
Ooh.
It was
yeah, that's always bad.
I thought I broke it. Number 1. Number 2, and I have a scar for this one. I was a kid, like 7 years old, and I would get under I would get in the bath, and the water, I would want the water to run on me, like, so I'd get under the faucet, so it's just pouring on me while it's filling up.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't know what happened, and I just wanted to I just jumped up, and I have a scar on my back that entire faucet just completely took my skin out from my back. I don't know what I was thinking, but it was just horrible. But to break your toe on a window, first of all, I didn't think you could push a window until it broke. But apparently you can.
It's because my heel was wedged on the dashboard, so it created force from the dashboard as I continued to push up on the window.
Unreal. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
Let's do a couple.
well, I think hold on. I think what the audience wants to know, when you scratched your back, did it mess up your tramp stamp?
No. Tramp stamp was perfect.
Okay, good.
Yeah. You
Excellent.
know, because it's 6, I got the tramp stamp, and at 7, I did that.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go. I love it.
Hey, we just saw the ceiling. It's a very clean ceiling in this restaurant. It's very nice.
Yeah, they painted it black. They're very cheap here.
Okay, you ready? So if you could make one rule for a day that everyone had to follow, what would it be?
One rule for a day that everybody had to follow. There's a lot of stuff that irritates me daily. I would say drive normally, but that's too ambiguous. I would say if you had to make a rule for one day, get rid of like hatred for one day. Everybody just be nice to each other for one day, no matter who you are. Just be nice.
No hate talk, none of that. Just be nice.
Nothing. Just be nice for one day. You know, it's just so hard to do on this earth right now, especially everything going on. And it's like, everybody just be nice, dude. We all got our own stuff we're dealing with and stress, and like, man, just be nice.
Just be nice. Okay, and we're gonna call it Stephen Barton Day. Everyone be nice.
There you go.
I like it. We're gonna push for that. Ready? Here's a couple more, then we'll go for rapid fire, and then we're gonna wrap this up. You have to delete every app on your phone except for 3. Now the phone and the calendar stuff, that doesn't count. Like apps so you can only keep 3 apps. What are they?
Wordscape, because that's what I do when I have my alone time with myself in the morning and my coffee. We can't eliminate that. I'm gonna go with you got to have YouTube TV. I love YouTube TV. $66 a month, saves you a lot of cash. And then I'm gonna go with Plants vs. Zombies 2, because I just love it.
Look at you. This guy just wants to be entertained. And by the way,
that's it.
I was going to say, I haven't seen you drink anything in a few minutes. There it is. I just wanted to see if you were still drinking with me.
That's correct.
By the way, Stephen, I'm drinking out of over 100 years old. This glass is. It's a black glass.
Yeah.
My my wife's great grandmother, she inherited it from her, and it's like 120 some years old, and I'm drinking from it.
Wow.
Yep. Can't drop this.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Look how cool it is.
What would happen if you did drop that? Do you have like a whole set and you're like, oh shit, I got to look up the manufacturer. Can I see if it's still available? Maybe it's on back order.
There's no way this thing is still available. There's nothing on it. I think so it comes with this ice bucket that's also made like this. I think on there is a name somewhere. But
what if you thought it was 100 years old and you look on the bottom and it said Pier 1?
I'd be like, honey, this is not what you thought.
Yeah.
Okay. So, karaoke song. You got to choose one. What's your karaoke song?
Is it duet or single?
Dealer's choice. You pick. What do you think?
All right. If I do single, both. I do Like a Virgin. I do Like a Virgin when I do by myself. It's always, everybody always tries to do like Sweet Caroline or something that the crowd knows that they can get into. But a true karaoke entertainer can take a song that's not tailored to them, Like a Virgin, enact their own version of the story and still sing the song and pull that crowd in, pull them in.
There's nobody that does that better than you, period.
So like a Virgin. Then if I'm doing duet, I'm usually singing with my wife, and we're a big fan of Islands in the Stream.
Yeah.
Well,
I gotta hear that duet. So please get it recorded the next time.
No problem.
Okay, ready for some rapid fire? These are gonna go fast. We're just gonna fire them off. Ready? Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Grilled chicken or fried chicken?
Fried chicken. Dumb question.
Yes, I'm with you. We've been getting a lot of grilled chicken, a lot, and I'm with you. Fried chicken all day, any day. Just it's not even no question. Nike or Adidas?
I'm going Nike.
Okay, excellent. Tyson or Holyfield?
oh man, he's so crazy, but I loved Iron Mike. I love him now. Did you see that video of him the other day? He looks like he can still fight.
He wants to fight. Are you talking about Tyson?
Yeah, put it back in.
He wants to. I heard he's planning on getting in shape so he can fight.
Now, I wouldn't train in the underwear like he's doing. That's really awkward, but, he still looks fast.
Have you met my wife before, Steven? Has she been?
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, how are you? I hear so much about you. And I said, I just have to come here and see who is Steve Barton.
I am so sorry about that.
All good.
I try to be a good, okay, good. I try to be a good influence for sure.
Influence are two different things. He's the nicest human being on earth. Influence, that's a different story.
Yeah, no, that. I've stopped some bad things from happening recently where before I would have let it go,
Listen, Steven is the only person that has done Bourbon and BS from a bar. He's at a bar.
Oh, that's awesome. What kind of bourbon did you get?
He didn't get bourbon. Tell what you did.
I'm going to send this to you. It's Deep Eddy's Ruby Red Grapefruit Vodka. So it's a little local Texas vodka that we're taking over the world with.
Honestly, I think there's probably a tattoo on him of Deep Eddy's, and they're probably paying him for this.
Did you tell him about the little vodka?
No, find it. Oh, there's out of Texas too. Grab it. Yeah. Oh, oh my goodness, this is dangerous. She's about to show you something. This vodka tastes like candy. Just like it's like a candy bar.
Is it Dripping Springs?
Hold on, Izzy. I can't do that for you right now. Hold on, honey. Izzy wanted me to tie her shirt, and I'm like, I can't do that right now. She'll bring it. Something Texas also. You'll see it. I've never seen it before. Western Sun.
Oh yeah. So Westerns and Sons is a big competitor to Deep Eddy. So basically, Deep Eddy's was the first one to really jump into hardcore the flavored vodka, and they did the iced tea, right?
Yeah.
And now they created the whole brands. Western Sons actually is the biggest competitor to them now, and they're both going like gangbusters. But Deep Eddy's sold to Jack Daniels, are one of the big ones, for a ton of money.
Nice. Okay, so now you're being sponsored by the biggies. Okay, hang out. We're gonna ask him a few more questions. Okay. Honey, hang out. We're almost done with it. Biggie or Tupac?
I go to Tupac.
Okay, good. Skiing or snowboarding?
Skiing. Snowboarding, like I say, Alex, it's hard for me and my size to stand up on a little small plank. I need both skis out there to hold me up.
Gold or silver for jewelry?
I'm a big fan of silver. I think gold's fantastic, especially in the Olympics where it's really important. But you give me silver, I'm a big fan.
I like that too. Apple or Android?
Apple. I'm not smart enough to work in Android. We all know that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's it. We're on the same page there. What's your favorite cereal?
Ooh, my favorite cereal's always been Frosted Flakes. I'm never going away from it.
Frosted Flakes. That's a good one. Have you tried fried pickles?
The cereal or the actual food as an appetizer? I do like fried pickles for sure, but I don't like the round fried pickles. I like it when they take a Clausen spear and they do the speared fried pickles. Those are really good. Or what we do here in Texas, we do bottle caps. We take jalapenos and fry jalapenos. We call them bottle caps.
What? Yeah. So first of all, for those of you that don't know, Steven knows the best places in Dallas and probably around the country. Every time I've gone somewhere with you, like I'll go to New Orleans with Steven, and he's like, oh, this is where he will map it out for you. He's like better than any online guide for best places to go. Period. That's it.
So I view my role as I view myself as the person that's with people like you're on death row and you only have one meal left, and so I want us all to have that one meal together and then die.
Speaking of one meal, what would be your last meal?
So this has been tough. It's changed lately. It used to be the stupid when I was a kid. I'll do steak and lobster, please. Now it's not. My life's changed.
Now it's a hot dog sandwich.
With fried pickles. No.
Yeah.
I would do a grilled cheese with bacon on it.
Look at that. Nice and simple. Oh,
yeah.
You're a grilled cheese fan? That's like my favorite sandwich.
I'm a grilled cheese connoisseur. There's a restaurant here that all they do is grilled cheeses, and it is lights out.
In Dallas?
Yeah.
We're coming. We're coming there. All right. So look, We're going to bring this to an end. We always ask this final question. It's just a simple question. Steven, what are you going to do for the rest of the day?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. If I move from here in the next 2 hours, I would be shocked. Like, my kids can call me and say, hey, I'm at a gas station stuck. Can you come pick me up? And I'll be like, happy hour ends at 7. I mean, that's as soon as I can get there.
And this is why we all love Steven Barton. Steven, you're the man. I appreciate it. Thank you for doing this. We love you. I'll see you soon. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
No problem.